What's up, bro? Welcome back to another video. Why you keep falling off with your training? Why you keep restarting? Why you keep going back to day one? If I were to ask you how many day ones you've had in the gym, can you even track them? You've probably lost count, haven't you? You've probably lost count of the number of times you've gone back to the gym and quit months, weeks, days later. You've probably done this so many times you've even lost count of that. It's because you are not training with a structure. You don't have any structure in your training. You're just training from motivation spikes. You're relying on motivation. Something that is, I don't know about you, but I only have motivation 30-40% of the time. All of the times it's not motivation, it's routine, structure. And because it's routine and it's structure, it almost becomes second nature. It becomes a non-negotiable because it's part of the routine and it's part of the structure. That's just the surface of it. The things that are making it hard for you to actually start seeing good results in the gym go beyond just motivation. What are you actually doing in the gym? Why are you doing it? Who's helping you? Where is the knowledge coming from? How are you training? When are you training? All these things matter. Who are you training with, or if you're training alone? So all of these things could either work for you or against you. Okay, if you're not training, if you're training without a program, here's what happens if you're training without a program. From someone that has also done it for a while. If you're training without a program, so you leave the house to go to the gym without having okay, you might have an idea of what you're going to do, but you don't know exactly what you're going to do. You can't pinpoint. When you get to the gym and you're training without a program, what happens is what is happening in the gym actually dictates your program. Let me explain this to you. If you're saying today is chest day, you know that on chest day you bench press, you dumbbell press, you do cable flies or dumbbell flies, or you do push-ups or you do dips. When you get there, you get to the gym and you're like, okay, I feel like bench pressing. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go bench press. Okay, bench is taken. I'm going to go start with flies. You've already lost the plot because that's what training without a program does. You don't have a program, so your workouts are easily swayed by your environments and what other people are doing in the gym. But if you know, okay, first exercise, I'm bench pressing. It's not, I feel like bench pressing. What do you do when you see someone on the bench? Because it's so intentional and you actually know what you're going to do. You either A, wait for them to finish, B, ask to work in with them. A lot of guys don't mind working in with people at the gym. What I've noticed, like people don't mind working in with you. But because you like sort of feel like it, and if you're not a very social person as well, it doesn't make it any better. You're just gonna now start with something else, and it's just gonna ruin the whole program for you. You're training without structure. You don't have systems that will make training easier for you. Another thing that is overlooked a lot: your gym clothes. Sort out your gym clothes the night before. If you're working or you're a student, have everything in your bag. Have every single thing in your bag the night before, because if you don't have everything in your bag, let's say, okay, you wake up, alarm, I don't know, maybe the alarm doesn't go, or okay, Maybe you wake up a bit later than usual, you forgot to set your alarm, whatever happens. You didn't set your clothes the night before. Now you're in a rush, you're going to school or you're going to work, and then you're like, gym clothes, whatever. I'm just going to train tomorrow. It's these things that contribute so much to your downfall. But if your clothes, your gym clothes, are set out the night before, if you have a program, your mind now knows, okay, we are doing this. Even if you wake up a bit later than usual, but they're already in your bag, when you leave for the house in the morning, one, you know what you're going to train. Two, your clothes are already in the gym bag. So whether you're someone that gyms in the morning or gyms after work, it becomes a whole lot easier for you to actually go to the gym. Another thing, your food. I'm not okay. This is not a meal prepping guide or anything. But have your food ready. Have your food ready before work, the night before. Yeah, have your food ready. Your day's food ready. Those three things alone can help you so much. The program, having your gym clothes prepared the night before, and knowing what you're going to be eating. Those three things, I would even say these three things are the pillar. If these are sorted, going to the gym consistently becomes a whole lot easier. And then now you're able to add other things to your training life. You're now able to, if you can sort out these three things, okay, now you're able to, I think this is the base. This is like the base. Do not miss this. And then once you're able to have these three things lined up, okay, now you can start being super focused on your macros, the training splits. Now you can start buying new gym clothes. If you want even fancier gym clothes, you can do that. Now you can start diving deep in the exercises and what they do and why they're doing that. But if you haven't mastered the basics, don't even bother going to the more complex things. You need to start off slowly and then gradually work your way up. That's how it worked for me. A lot of the exercises, like I had an idea what they were training, but I didn't know specifically in detail what this is training, why I'm doing it. But I knew if I bench press, I feel a pump on my chest, my triceps, my shoulders too, and I feel bigger. That's what I did. But I did it over and over and over and over and over and over and over until I then started focusing on all the other things. You don't need to know everything or to have the super. I know a lot of coaches won't tell you this, and a lot of guys will probably disagree with me, but you don't need the super strict diets, or let me not say strict diets, but like knowing all your macros. You don't need all of that. As long as you know your program and you actually follow it, as long as you set out your gym clothes, and as long as you know what you're going to eat, that can take you a long way. Really take you a long way. Training is not as complicated as people make it. You look at other guys who are in good shape, who are in top shape, who have these abs, but they all started where you are right now. That's the thing. We all started somewhere. We just did it consistently and we learned along the way. But we are not better than you in any way. If I am in good shape, I'm not better than you in any way. I was once a beginner myself. You can look like me or even better in the future if you're really, really about it. Yes, genetics play a role in all those things, but consistency is the name of the game. Consistency. There's people that started training before me, but I look better than now. And I'm stronger or perform better than now because I was just more consistent. This also doesn't make me any better than them. It's just the truth because I was more consistent. But if they also become consistent again, they might even surpass me or catch up. It's it's that simple. It's that simple. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just do that. Once you do that, if you can be here's another thing. I actually started training attempted training a long time ago. I think when I was about 14, 15 years old, I'd train for like 2 weeks, quits until I was like 18. And then that was the first time ever in my life I trained. Do you know how I knew? Okay, nah, I'm in this for real. I trained for 2 months. I trained for 2 months consistently, not every day. I'd miss some days, but I would get myself back on track ASAP as soon as possible. I spent 2 months training consistently, having my gym clothes sorted out, even though I didn't know exactly what I was going to eat the following day, but I was eating and I had an idea. All it took for me was 2 months. I was never the same after that again. I was never the same. Since that day, yes, I've had periods in my life. Okay, we're not going to get into that, but I've had periods in my life where I wasn't training for even months or even weeks, various reasons. But my identity shifted from that time where I trained for 2 months, 18 years old, when I trained for 2 months nonstop and started seeing results. My identity shifted from there. No matter how long I fell off years down the line, but I always remembered, always went back to training, always got my gains back, always looked even better. It's not complicated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Till next time.